We got sizzling in the VTM kitchen. Welcome back. Our next guest is a recipe developer and cookbook author and caterer, and she's really like Superwoman, like Wonder Woman. Really, you do it all. She's part of the great lineup this weekend at the 24th Annual Southern Women's Show that makes a stop right here in the River City. Chef K is here with a great tasting Italian-inspired dish that you can make for your family tonight, and we welcome Chef K to Virginia this morning. It is a pleasure. Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
You've got this sizzle going on. You got it down.
Yep, absolutely. We started off with some chicken. We're making Chef K's Italian chicken today. I've got the chicken, I've got the garlic with a little bit of olive oil sizzling in there. I'm actually going to remove the chicken for just a little bit.
Okay.
This is what I love about this pot.
Ooh,
you can use it with any. When you got to set it aside, no sense in dirtying up any other dishes.
No, that's the Mac Daddy in pots.
Yeah, there you go. So then we're going to add a little marsala. Basically what I've done with this recipe is I've taken my two favorite Italian chicken dishes, chicken piccata, chicken marsala, and I've combined my favorite items from them.
So tell me about the ingredients from one and the other that you were combining.
So marsala is marsala with the mushrooms, piccata is the capers and the lemon, and it all goes together. So I'm like, let's put it all together. Let's blend it.
You're broaching new territory here, girl.
Exactly. So we've got the marsala. You see that doing now, and it's cooking down. I've put a little salt in there.
How much marsala did we put in there?
I put about a half a cup.
Okay.
Or maybe a little more. You just kind of play with it.
Okay.
But there's a recipe. It's in the book. Fat Tastes Little Fat.
And we're going to put this segment and all the recipes up on our website as well.
Absolutely. So here you got the capers.
The capers in there?
Yep,
okay.
with a little bit of the juice. Now, we've crisped up that chicken. So what we've done is added the juices. And now you see, don't ever be afraid whenever it's getting crispy and burnt and you're like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Because you want to just go ahead and get all that. Now you smell that?
Yes.
You got a little bit of the sweetness of the marsala. You got a little bit of the salty and the brine of the capers. Then you're going to add your mushrooms in.
And how long was this chicken cooking for?
Just about a couple minutes because you're just going to brown it at this point, okay?
So it's not ready to eat.
Don't worry about, don't try to get it finished at this point because you want it to simmer in this sauce.
Mushrooms?
Mushrooms. They're a natural sponge. That's why you don't wash them. You actually just put, you do it with the paper towel, get a wet paper towel. Don't wash them because they're going to soak up all that water. But you do want them to soak up that marsala because that gives it all kinds of flavor.
Love it.
So get the mushrooms in there, soak up that brine, soak up that marsala.
What was this like combining these two ingredients, these two recipes? Was it so much fun because you're realizing I got something?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then people started eating it. And then I started like, okay. And that's when everybody started going, hey, Chef K, why don't you have your own restaurant? I'm like, I know. But I have the catering business and I like doing that. And
You're always on the move.
I love writing the books because then I can travel with the books. So I continue to travel.
Very cool. All right,
now we're adding chicken broth and we're going to add a little bit of non-dairy creamer. Basically, my book is Fat Taste Little Fat, okay? So non-dairy creamer, no fat in it, fat-free. Let's skip putting the milk in it and adding fat so we can add a little butter.
You got Fat Taste being PHAT, right?
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so you're bringing the flavor, but you're skipping all that fat.
Was it a little
now
butter?
We're using butter. We're using real butter because you can do that. So we're, anything in moderation.
Okay.
Now we're whisking that all in, okay?
And how many, we have 3 pieces right here, but this is...
my recipe calls for 6.
Okay.
So you can do that, yeah. I mean, it'll feed a family of 4.
Just cutting it in half, okay.
Yep.
We lost a little bit of sizzle, but that's okay.
That's okay, because and now it's just kind of cooking down. We cooked down that wine, we put the mushrooms in, we got the capers, we got everything. Do you smell that?
It's
like layers of flavor.
I feel like putting a little behind my ear right now because it smells so good.
So then you've got, now we're getting the sizzle back. See how it's cooking up there? Now we're gonna add the chicken back. Put that in there. Don't be afraid to get it soaking in there with the mushrooms.
Did we have to prepare the chicken in any way? Did you add anything?
Nope. I use the thin sliced chicken breast so that you can get it, done a little bit quicker. So then we're gonna put that in. Now see how we have got the mushrooms going over the top of it?
Just drench it with all of that.
Actually, there you go. Now, we're gonna pour a little more chicken broth in there. And here's what we do. This is flour I like to add. I keep this by the stove all the time. This is one of my biggest secrets. We do this, we add a little bit of flour to thicken it up. But see how you don't have to when I dredge the meat?
Yeah.
I just put the meat in here and did this. So you don't have to dirty another plate, dredging the meat, doing all that. It's a nice easy tip.
the way you think,
I know,
Chef K.
I don't want to do all those dishes. I'm not into that.
Just want to eat.
I'm ready to go sit and watch TV after I'm finished, So here we go. Then we're going to put all that in, get it thickened up a little bit. And then
you have to make sure that the flour is sort of soaking up all of that juice.
Right, yep, because that's going to do is thicken all that up. Now see how I turn this over? Look at that. Look at how nice it's getting browned there.
So really, the prep work really is maybe the
Simple,
mushrooms?
simple,
I mean,
basic.
it really is not that.
Yep, you
lot of
slice them,
work.
and you can buy them sliced if you want to.
That's true.
You know.
Well, with so many people working hard, coming home, they want to feed their families
Absolutely.
something nutritious and delicious.
Yep.
That's
And
probably
healthy.
the great and healthy.
This is completely healthy. The only fat we have in there is the butter, which the butter's got to be. It's just very little.
And
It's
there
little fat.
really is not that much butter.
No.
There's not a big
You saw
stick,
how
you know.
much. So then you just put the lid on. Basically,
We love
you simmer
that.
that for like 10 minutes.
And you came up with this dish. You're sort of influenced because I heard you grew up in Italy.
I did, yes. My mom is an artist, and she moved me there. She said, that's my dream. I'm going to live there. I was like, okay, I guess we're gone. So I learned the language, grew up over there, enjoyed it. We're in Torino, the top of the boot. And that's where I actually got the passion for the palate. Because the mamas and the grandmas in Italy, they, you know, tasting everything, and everything's fresh.
And really,
and you
food is
see
just a
how I'm
part
using
of
such
life.
fresh ingredients here. There's nothing that's canned, other than the capers that have a little bit.
Not
That's
that, and
it.
this is the final dish.
This is
we
the
put in
final
it.
dish. You just put over your favorite pasta, and you finish it off with a perfect little slice of lemon, fresh lemon. That's the last final pop, okay?
Okay.
You want to do just a nice drizzle,
Voila.
give it that,
And
maybe a little
once the
Parmesan.
chicken goes back into this skillet right here, how long is that going to be in there before it's fully cooked,
About
Chef
10
Kay?
to 15 minutes.
10 to 15.
I'm a huge fan of a meat thermometer. Have one in your kitchen. And then that way you don't have to worry about overcooking it.
You're such a big fan, you wear it on your sleeve.
Exactly.
How
I
about
do,
that? You always
absolutely.
have it with you. All right, listen, the 24th Annual Southern Women's Show kicks off Friday, April 17th through Sunday, April 19th at the Richmond Raceway Complex. You have the chance to meet Chef Kay on Sunday, April 19th from 11 to 5 when she signs copies of her new book, Fat Taste, Little Fat. Remember that fat taste is PH. For more information, head online and our website at WTVR.com/VTM. Chef Kay, thank you so much. Little fat, just a little tiny.